Hey everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV here in Round Rock, Texas. Today I'm going to show you around the Adventurer 80RB. Now this is by Northwood, and this truck camper fits any full-size truck, regardless of the bed size, even a 5.5-foot bed. Now it only weighs 1,765 pounds and it should cost you less than $25,000, even with the options I'm going to show you. They pack a lot into this space. It has an extended cab over, a toilet and shower, and all the other amenities you'd be looking for. So let's take a look. So it really is amazing how open they can make this space feel. Now this camper is done in a lot of neutral colors. It has the white countertops and tabletop, the light wood, and the light tan on the sofa. It just feels so open, and the big window up here really helps. The sofa is 42 inches wide and 68 inches long, so it works great for a separate sleeping area, even for most adults. The tabletop, I like that it's curved on the sides, but it actually can slide away and back just a little bit. It has about 3 inches of travel. I know a lot of you would probably take this tabletop out. It just lifts out of the base and comes out. So it would be very easy not to have a table in here at all and have a nice open walkway and a comfortable sofa. Big window back here. Slides halfway, so you get a lot of airflow right here. There is one in the galley on the opposite side, so it would be really easy to get a cross breeze. Window in the door, of course it's opaque so you can't see through it, but it does let in some light and open it up here just a little bit. Let's look at the cabinet up above. There's storage up here, and it's 2 separate compartments. One on this side that's about 15 inches deep, and one directly on the other side. There is the stereo in between. Now the stereo is one of the options that you can get with this camper, and speakers on both sides. You also have speakers outside, so you can pick one or the other. Under here is the switch and the light for the power awning. There's a 6-foot power awning that goes across the back door. You know, that is really a nice feature to have on a truck camper, because if it's raining or bad weather, you can always open the back door, have a place to like take your boots off before you step in, and have it covered. So those switches are right here. And on the other side, you'll see that you have a plug. If you're working on a computer here on the sofa, that's a great spot to plug in. Now, while I'm standing here, I want to show you that there is a little step up on the floor. If we can get a shot of that, that really makes the sofa a little more comfortable for me. It may not for everyone else, but my feet fit on there just perfectly. The flooring in this camper is rubberized flooring. It is so easy to clean, and I really like the way they have the mottled texture. So the color just hides all the dirt that might get tracked in. I think that's a great feature. All right, let's take a look in here, because this is the toilet and shower compartment just to the left as you walk in the door. This is a wet bath, so that the toilet and shower compartment are together. That makes it compact, but really very usable. The shower, and then just to the side there is a vent, so you can open that up. It has a little bit of a fan in it for when you're showering and want to get some of that moisture out of there. The Skylight gives you a little more headroom because you do have to step up into this shower. Now, I really appreciate the shelf on the side, because you can keep a lot of your toiletries in the bathroom on that shelf. It is a compact bathroom, but I think most people will find it very usable. Now the sliding door on the bathroom keeps it out of your way when it's opening and closing. It doesn't crowd the aisle. And then there's a nice curve on this corner so that you're not always bumping into that. It really creates a nice flow into this kitchen. Adventurer does a lot of curves in their camper. Gives it kind of a modern feel, but it really helps with actually maneuvering around the tight space. Up at the top is the microwave. Now that is another option that you'll find. So far, we have seen the awning, the stereo, and the microwave as options. The vent hood is very thin. This is a nice Furrion with push buttons for the fan and the light. Really impressed with how bright the light is in these Furrion fans. 2-burner stove with the iron grate at the top. It is very flat, so it'd be easy to put a cover on this and use it for a countertop, but really look how much counter space you have. There's quite a bit behind the stove, and all of this in between and behind the sink. This sink is 12 inches deep with the high arch faucet on it. Really just a very usable kitchen. Now because this camper is pre-wired for solar from the factory, there is a spot right here telling you that that's where the controller would be placed. Because of course every time you have solar on the roof, you would need to have that controller to be sure it doesn't overcharge and to let you know where you are with your solar panels and your battery. Down below, the monitor panel that will show you your tanks and the battery charges. Now in this camper, you have a 15-gallon freshwater tank, 6-gallon gray, and 6 black. Not huge, but really a very workable size for a compact camper like this. Now down below is the water heater. This is a 4-gallon water heater, slightly smaller than you might find in an average size trailer. However, again, in a compact camper, it's very nice to have. Most people can make that work. Water pump here, entry door light, and the porch light. All these controls right in the center with another pantry space, storage for the kitchen just above. Nice kitchen light right underneath this cabinet and blinds coming down in the kitchen. You know, a lot of people ask me, why do they put nice pleated shades throughout a trailer or a camper and then mini blinds in the kitchen? And it's a fire code, so that's why you will see that in different campers. So you do have the mini blinds up here, light underneath to light up all of this countertop, and some drawers underneath. These drawers, they're not very deep, maybe about 4 inches and about 1 foot long, but a very nice use of space. 2 of them right here, and a larger one right here that's 6 inches deep. Now the refrigerator is a 4 cubic foot. It's 3-way, so it runs on gas, electric, and 12 volt. Right on this side panel from the refrigerator is the thermostat for the AC. The AC is directly above me in the cabin. And again, that is another option that you can ask for on this Adventurer 80RB. The furnace down below, it's a 16,000 BTU furnace. Going to keep you plenty toasty in this space. Now let's talk about this step going up into the bed. If you're 5 foot tall like me, it is quite a reach to get to that first step. You may want to put another step in between right here on the floor, but that is not going to be a problem. Once you get up to that step, sitting on the bed, and not a problem. Down below that, you will find the converter with the breakers and fuses in it, and the carbon monoxide detector with the LP detector combination right there. And one more thing I want to point out, this cabinet right here, it actually has a sign on it that says this is not a storage compartment. It certainly looks like a cabinet door, but it is there for access to the plumbing and the wiring that's underneath this sink. But there is one more that's down by the floor, and it is right here. And again, I just want to point out this curved section right here in front of the sink and this curved cabinetry in front. I see that a lot in the adventurer campers, and it just gives it such a nice flow. All right, let's look around up in the cab over area. This is a 60 by 80 inch mattress. That's a true queen, just like the ones you have at home. Now it is a 4-inch mattress, but I'll have to tell you, it is very comfortable. What may not be comfortable for some people is to try to sit up straight up here because there is a 27-inch gap. So this is really a sleeping area, not a sitting area. There's a curtain that's going to close off the bedroom and separate it from the living area if you needed that. And you also have a little closet right here. Double doors open up. And that's going to be about 18 inches deep. And you've got a hanging rod at the top. So you could do hanging clothes or, of course, as always, put shelves in there and stack your clothes. Now this doesn't take up the whole side because Adventurer wanted to have windows on both sides of the cab over. While you're sleeping, if you don't want to run the air conditioner, that cross breeze is invaluable. And you get the light up here as well. You do have, right up here behind me, a power fan. And that fantastic fan is really going to create a nice breeze in this space. On both sides of the bed, there are side tables here with drawers in them. And so you do have a lot of space on each side. Keep some personal items. I'm sure you've noticed that across the front where you would normally have a headboard, Adventurer has put a nice panel of netted cubbies for even more storage. One thing I didn't mention is on the side of this wardrobe right here, there's going to be another 110 plug and USBs and a 12 volt. So any of those electronics that you need to plug in up here, it's right there on the side of that wardrobe. Okay, so let's go outside and take a look at some of the features out there. Now coming out the rear of this camper, remember I mentioned that it has the power awning. This nice 6-foot awning is going to come out almost 8 feet, giving you a really nice shaded area back here. The swing away handle just lifts up, folds right on over when you're traveling, but when it comes out, it's going to give you a nice handle to hold on to when you're going up and down the steps. One of the options you can get on this trailer is the 5-foot glow steps. And that is going to make it easy to add steps on the back once you get to your destination. The electric jacks are the last option I'm going to mention, and they are so easy to operate. This is the Happijac version, and all you do is activate them on the control, and you can move a single jack or all 4 of them together if you want. Level that camper, you can load it in a matter of minutes. The speakers for the outside are just above on the passenger side. And this center of gravity right here, that marks the balance point of this camper. This is why they can fit it in a 5.5-foot bed. It is only 30.5 inches from the front of the camper. That's incredible, folks. Especially with this cab over, it gives it such a great balance. So always check this. You want that center of gravity to be at the axle or in front of the axle. That's how you know you've got a good truck camper fit. In front of that, the furnace outlet, 20-pound propane compartment, and the refrigerator vent. Adventurer uses a rounded bumper at the front. That really helps with loading as you're backing in. If you're not quite straight, that's going to be the first thing to hit the edge of your truck bed. I really like these bumpers. They really make a good fit. Let's move around to the other side. Now there's a lot to look at on this side. Let's start underneath in the base of the camper. You see your low point drains coming out of the base, and that cabinet that is underneath the sink right by the floor, that is where the turns are to open those low point drains if you need to drain the lines in this camper. Water heater is right here. That 15-gallon freshwater tank and the city water connection right together. Shore power and a battery compartment. Of course, this battery compartment is a sealed compartment and it could fit 2 wet cell batteries. Outside shower is always useful, hot and cold on this one. And before we finish up, I want to talk about the exterior. This is a laminated exterior. Adventurer uses the high gloss Phylon, so it's got a nice shiny appearance. Not only does it look good when it's new, but it lasts a lot longer that way. Keep it waxed, it's going to give you a beautiful long life. Now, let's take a look at the Phat tube ladder on the back. This heavy-duty ladder is going to get you up to the roof where you'll see TPO, one-piece TPO with a 12-year warranty. Can't beat that. Right next to it, sewer hose storage. Right down below the ladder is the sewer hose connection, and on the left, there is the pull for the gray tank. A little further in on the right, you will find the pull for the black tank, all in this nice closed compartment, and the gray and black tank are heated and enclosed. That, along with the insulation in the walls and the roof, make this a great camper for cold weather. Now, when you're preparing to carry a truck camper, you may have a plug installed inside your truck bed to plug it in. With the Adventurer, the cord comes attached to the camper, and if you're not using the 7-way plug on the back of your truck, you can simply pull this around. The cord is long enough to plug in to that tow plug that's already on the back of your truck. So that is a super nice feature. It makes these really easy to load and really easy to carry. Now, they pack a lot of features in this camper. I didn't even tell you about the 3-year structural warranty from Adventurer. Now, if there's something I didn't cover, please let me know. We'll answer all your questions. And as always, come see me again. We do a new video every week. Just hit the subscribe button and we will see you next time. Thanks so much. I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV in Round Rock, Texas. See you then.